What if I told you that your life 5 years from now will not be determined by one big decision, but by the small things you do every single day? Most people believe that changing their life requires something extraordinary. They wait for the perfect opportunity. They wait for the right motivation. They wait for a dramatic transformation. And because they are waiting for something big, they ignore the little things. But here is the truth. Your future is built in the small moments that nobody notices. The way you start your morning, the books you read, the food you eat, the promises you keep to yourself. These small choices may seem insignificant today, but over time, they become your life. And if you learn how habits work, you can completely transform your future. The biggest mistake people make is believing that change happens overnight. At the beginning of every year, millions of people promise themselves, "This is my year." They create impossible plans. They try to change everything at once. Wake up at 5. Go to the gym every day. Read 2 books a week. Meditate. Work harder. Eat perfectly. And after a few weeks, they quit. Not because they are lazy, not because they lack discipline, but because they tried to change their entire life in a single moment. The truth is that success is never built through massive actions. It is built through small habits repeated consistently. Your habits shape your identity. If you exercise every day, you become someone who values health. If you read every day, you become someone who values growth. If you wake up early and work on your goals, you become someone who values discipline. The life you want is hidden inside the habits you repeat. So how do you change your life through small habits? The first step is to start ridiculously small. Most people fail because they set goals that are too big. Instead of reading 50 pages, start with 5. Instead of training for 2 hours, start with 10 minutes. Instead of changing your entire diet, replace one unhealthy meal. Small habits remove resistance. And once you begin, momentum takes over. The second step is consistency. Doing something for 10 minutes every day is more powerful than doing it for 3 hours once a month. Consistency beats intensity. Because habits are not built by doing something perfectly. They are built by showing up, even on the days when you don't feel like it. The third step is to focus on systems, not goals. Goals are important, but goals tell you where you want to go. Systems determine whether you get there. A goal is to become fit. A system is going to the gym 3 times a week. A goal is to become successful. A system is waking up early and working every day. A goal is to become confident. A system is doing difficult things consistently. Stop obsessing over results. Focus on the process, because results are simply the consequence of your habits. Imagine 2 people. The first person decides to improve just 1% every day. He reads 10 pages, exercises for 20 minutes, learns a new skill, keeps his promises. The second person changes nothing. 1 year later, the difference may seem small. 5 years later, the difference will be enormous. One person has built strength, knowledge, confidence, and discipline. The other is still waiting for motivation. That is the power of habits. Think about a tree. When you plant a seed, nothing happens immediately. Days pass, weeks pass, months pass, and it looks as if nothing is changing. But underground, roots are growing. Then one day the tree begins to rise. Your habits work the same way. You may not see results after 1 week. You may not see results after 1 month. But every small action is building roots beneath the surface. And eventually, your entire life begins to change. Now imagine yourself 5 years from today. Imagine that you continue living exactly as you do now. The same routines, the same excuses, the same habits. What will your life look like? Now imagine the opposite. Imagine that starting today, you improve just a little every day. You read, you train, you learn, you grow. You become more disciplined. What kind of person will you become? The answer lies in the choices you make when nobody is watching. Because your habits are not shaping your future someday. They are shaping it right now. And here is the most powerful truth of all. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Your life changes when your habits change. So, here is your challenge. Choose one small habit today. Just one. Read 10 pages. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Go for a walk. Write down your goals. Practice gratitude. Then commit to doing it every day for the next 30 days. Not because one habit will change your life overnight, but because one habit can change who you become. And who you become will determine everything else. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Rise Within for more content about habits, discipline, mindset, and personal growth. Remember, strong mind, strong life.